Alright guys, so right now we're gonna start doing the first job of the day. We're gonna have to do a tune-up on this vehicle. It's a Lincoln Aviator. It has a cylinder 7 and 8 Misfire. So we're gonna start tearing it apart, taking the cover off. It has two bolts right here. I think they're 10 or 13, I don't know. I'll check right now. But yeah, we're gonna start taking that apart. So we can start looking underneath to see what we need to do. We might have to take the box off to be able to get to the coils and plugs on this side. And once we take this apart, we're going to find out what we got going on this side. So let me do that real quick and I'll get back to you guys. Alright guys, so the cover, the two bolts on top there. This one's the hold up to the cover. There are 11. And we got the valve cover here. This is the cover that covers the coils and plugs. Those are 210s, one there. And now we got the coils exposed. So we're gonna take them off, and we're gonna see what we got going on here. I see some oil there already, so we might have valve cover issues. So let me take them off, see what we got going on, and then I'll get back to you guys. Alright guys, so this is what we're looking at. They have some oil residue on it, but if you can see the metal here, see how it's kind of shiny, different color? That means that right there, in that spot right there, most likely the coil was arcing, causing a little bit of misfire. Same on this one, you can see that color change right there. So most likely it was arcing, causing a little misfire. And the plugs, they are Motorcraft, the ones that he had, but they haven't been changed for what the customer said, probably at least 8 years. And it shows. The coils are not Motorcraft coils. They're probably just Chinese or online coils. But so far I already put the new plugs in, the Motorcraft coils all the way, and basically I'm gonna put the cover back on. I'm gonna talk to the customer about the down the road doing the valve covers. That way it doesn't leak inside the plugs, because it's not leaking on the outside, but it's seeping a little bit on the inside, just a hair. So for now we're gonna cover it up. I'm gonna talk to her and see what she wants to do about that. But from here, let me jump over to this side, and we are gonna have to disassemble a little bit more. At least we gotta get this plastic cover off, the piping. I'm gonna see what will be easier, if just removing the filter, loosen it from here, removing this hose and this hose, and the plug obviously. If it comes off, then we should have enough space to work on it. So let me get that done and I'll get back to you guys. Alright guys, so I cleaned up the cover a little bit. Now we're already on this side. So what I ended up doing was removing the intake. It has a clip here, and it's supposed to have another one right here, but it's not there. So you remove the sensor, remove this hose and this hose right here, and it has a nut, 10 mil right here, holding sections of the plastic, and then on the throttle body the 8 millimeter. So this ones are 10. That nut is a 10. And then obviously the little cover, those are 210s. The clamp over here is a 8 millimeter. And yeah, so remove that. Now I got this section open. So let me get those coils. This is the coils that he had on it. So let me get those coils out, remove the plugs, replace them, and see what we got. Alright, be right back. Alright guys, so we got the coils in there and the spark plugs in there. Now we're covering everything back up again. So we got the cover back on. Now we're going to put the intake manifold back on. It's not a manifold, the intake. So I'm going to slide this over here. See, we got it in place. So this has to go over that. Has to go over this nut right here. There we go. There we go. Alright, so then we'll just plug in our hose. Goes in like that, and the other hose over here. And yeah, we should be able to clear the codes because he has a misfire on like 2 cylinders. Clear the codes and see what's going on. Alright guys, be right back. Okay guys, so everything's put back together. I cleared the codes for the number 7 and number 8. And this is how this engine sounds. Very, very smooth. No more misfiring. And when you put the right parts, it's very... But you can see the difference from Chinese or an aftermarket spark plug that it doesn't belong on the car. So always on Ford, keep all your parts. It might be a little bit more expensive, but keep all your parts being motorcraft. But anything else that is not motorcraft, the car is not gonna drive or ride perfectly. So engine wise, everything motorcraft. See how smooth the engine is. So alright guys, like always, share, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.